I want to look, and I'm literally jealous. He's a tiny bit, taller than me, and his dark hair is short on the back and sides with the top a little longer and brushed back out of his eyes. We're similar, but sometimes it feels like everything's easy for him. He's confident, goofy, impossible to embarrass, and we're siblings. I've tried. Hard. Good at getting what he wants, and no one ever seems to think he's doing everything wrong. In fact, most people seem to like him immediately. Most irritatingly, he's my favourite person, so I can't even be annoyed at him for it. Still, I glare at his tie and trousers and plain black shoes without ridiculous little bows. Boys get all the luck. Have an amazing time, Mum says, kissing us both on the cheek and sending us out the door. We only moved in a week ago, and Jamie and I have to squeeze past packing boxes to make it out of the house and onto our new street. This is Hatch Heath, our new town. In our neighbourhood, the cute little houses are spaced out, surrounded by their own patches of green, with orange and red fallen leaves scattered over everything. Ivy crawls up the houses and flower beds pop with colour along the pavements. It's almost too wholesome. This town is so cute it must have cults. Why am I so cynical? Well, I have some theories. But it's so different from London where we used to live. I can't really get used to having an actual house and a garden, and none of the buildings being taller than 3 stories. You wouldn't think you'd miss high-rises, but then they're gone, and suddenly the sky looks too big. Sorry I said you look terrible, says Jamie, once we're safely out of Mum's earshot. Oh, it's so fine, I really do. Seeing you in a skirt is so weird. It's not my go-to style choice, sure, but maybe I'll get used to it. I'm trying to sound positive, but I absolutely fail. We walk in silence for a while. I don't want to go, Jamie groans. Me neither. Why would you have a boys' and a girls' school instead of just one large school? Why do they need to split us up? It's not boxing. Hey, maybe they were all boxing and that's why they split them up. I'm nervous about being split up too. We weren't in the same class at our old school, but we hung out during every break and lunch and always had the same group of friends. Mum didn't really like that I was always with boys. I guess literal segregation solves that particular issue. At least it's a short walk to school from our new house. Heath boys and, you guessed it, Heath girls are across the street from each other. Kids are crowding in, boys on one side and girls on the other, shouting things across the road and trying to look at each other without seeming like they're looking at each other. I'm starting to panic. So, I read this self-help book about anxiety once because I'm a super chill and laid-back person, and it suggested trying to be rational when you feel anxious about something. I thought it was pretty obvious advice, so sure, it's worth a go. Because right now, all I'm thinking is the top 5 worst things that could happen on my first day at school. 1. Everybody hates me. 2. Everybody thinks I'm weird. 3. When the teacher asks for my fun fact, I can't think of one. 4. Everyone finds out what happened at my last school. 5. Everyone thinks I look terrible in this skirt. So the book would suggest I try to find a rational response to these worries. Here goes. 1. Everyone hated me before. What's the difference? 2. Everyone thought I was weird before. What's the difference? 3. You know they're going to ask for a fun fact. Just think of one now. 4. Unlikely. I'd barely had social media for 5 minutes before Mum made me get rid of it. And my phone. Actually, people will definitely think that's weird too. 5. I think I look terrible in this skirt. We'll have something in common. Comforting? Not entirely. Well, here we go, says Jamie. Hang in there. Where does that saying come from? A cliff-related incident?